Hello and welcome. You are in Coaching Over Cacao. Today's topic is haunting, how to grab attention like a ghost. So, for the month of October, we are going over one of five elements every week to add that extra magic, that extra pop to your post. And these elements work on any platform. So, whether you're here on the Book of Face, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, Pinterest, etc., all of these will transfer. So, hello, I'm Kiki. This is Coaching Over Cacao. Feel free to grab your favorite warm beverage, cocoa, coffee, tea, matcha, and settle in. So, today is all about the hook, right? So, many of us have invested time and energy and have created amazing posts. We were not getting the attention they deserve, right? We pour our heart into them. We have this great idea, this download from our guides, our guardian spirit source. We're like, put it out there in the universe because we know others need to hear it. And crickets. And I want to change that for you. So the power of the first line is so important. So a strong hook can captivate or completely lose the audience in seconds, right? We're living in such an age of instant. People are scrolling, some call it doom scrolling, right? They're looking to be entertained. They're looking for that thing to grab them. So this is your chance to do so with a well thought out, well written, and well timed question or statement. So I like to think of these as old school pickup lines. And, before the swipe right and swipe left days, people were out about and would meet each other in person, significant others or soon to be boyfriends, girlfriends would make the first move. And some of you may be thinking of a particular person or a particular line, whether it worked or it was cheesy. One that comes to mind, I just remember it, and you've probably seen them reiterated in movies or shows. But the probably more 80s, 90s ish. But did it hurt, girl? Did what hurt? When you fell for heaven, because you must be an angel. It's cheesy, it's corny. I'm still laughing about it like 20 plus years later, and that's stuck. That's what we want your hooks to do. We want it to stick and grab. We want it to create that story. We want people to say, hey, you have to read this. We want them to share your post. We want to get you out in front of more people. Yes? Okay. So the hook is your first impression, whether it's to your current audience, those who have hit that follow, like, subscribe, friend button, or those that are kind of hanging around the outskirts, deciding if they want to commit and follow you. And subconsciously, our mind loves to complete a loop, right? It wants to fill in that blank. It wants to answer that question. So this is a way for you to grab more minds, right? So we want your hook to do three things. We want to capture immediate attention in the fast scrolling world. So we want to stop that scroll. We want to set the tone for the rest of our content, right? Keeping readers engaged, but also giving them a taste of our personality, right? We're all going to write a hook a little differently based on who we are and how we're feeling. And maybe some days you're feeling extra spicy and feisty, and other days you're a little bit more demure and chill. Go with that, right? You're going to meet people where they are, and that's beautiful. Give yourself permission to have that fun. And a strong hook helps distinguish your content from the competition. And I use that word loosely. I don't see competition. We're all in this together, and there aren't enough healers in the world, and there are way more people suffering that need us. In reality, when I say competition in the digital space, in the social media world, you could be competing with a cat, right? Or memes or what have you. So that's what I'm thinking of. We want to pull their attention and help them, right? They're suffering, they're going through something. How can we kind of pump the brakes a little bit, get their mind to stop, focus on what story you're telling or what you're sharing and how you can help them and help them stick around longer so they know how awesome you are and all the gifts that you can help them. So what happens if you don't use a hook or if it's not super captivating, your audience will likely keep scrolling and never find you, which we want to stop today. And they're missing your important message. Like, you have gifts, you have expertise, you have a soul mission, and you have a group of people that you're meant to help. Like, you have a dharma you're meant to fulfill. Using that hook will start to magnetize your content to attract the right people. And the biggest complaint that I hear from my audience, like, is the burnt out woopreneur, soulpreneur, right? Or soul-lit businesses. It takes so much time and energy to craft my content, but I don't even think people are reading or watching what I'm creating. And that feels heavy, right? That feels a little frustrating. So I want to help pull out of that and get on the other side. A lot of times when people come to me, they're frustrated. They have an aversion to social media. They are burnt out. They're doing all the things. You get into business work with clients, not to spend hours in Canva, although it can be fun, but it is a rabbit hole. So I want to get you back on track and attracting your soul aligned clients, right? You want to help more people, and you can do it with ease. And I have found social media to be a beautiful bridge from you to your soul aligned clients. So, an example of this type of hook, how I went from X to Y, right? Share lessons of how you or a client got a result, right? From burnt out to carefree, as an example, right? In less than 30 days. Or one that I use and I've seen is from crickets to clients, right? So nobody's engaging, liking, doing anything. And all of a sudden now you have people in your DMs and liking and sharing, and your follower account has grown up. And we love that. That momentum, that energy fuels other things in our world. The second thing hooks do, they have the power to create an emotional connection. So we want to spark curiosity. We want to spark excitement and sometimes even urgency, right? Are you offering a special event? Do you have a special promo? Did you just launch a new offer? We need to be the most excited and passionate about our things. And then that creates the ripple effect. If we're like, hey, I created this new offer, here it is. That's super exciting, right? But we're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to share this. It's so amazing. Like, this is what it's done for me. This is what it's done for my clients. I'm now sharing it with the world. I have a few spots left, book below, right? You can feel the passion and excitement and energy. And you can do that with your hooks, right? And all about your Trojan words, right? Like, I'm embarrassed to share this. Or the time my content flopped, the time my client got these amazing results, and be really specific, right? These are just examples. So when you tap into that emotion, that heart center, you're creating an instant rapport with your audience, whether they're following you or they're testing to see if they're going to follow you. It adds that relatability factor. And then emotional content encourages shares. So maybe you're feeling feisty and you posted something sarcastic. So all of a sudden, people are like, oh, that's funny. I need to share it with a girlfriend. And they start sending it. So now it's like this beautiful spider web of connection. And it's drawing people that didn't know about you, who have the same sense of humor as you do, who relate and are in the same things and going through the same things to you, has created this beautiful little path and leads to deeper engagement. This is where you're going to start to find comments come in. There's still a little training to do with your audience as far as the call to action. We get into that in a few weeks. But this is your first impression. This is how you draw people in. And emotional hooks create that deeper engagement and stronger loyalty, right? You work really hard to get your followers, right? And it's the ones that actually hit the follow, like, subscribe, friend. And it's way easier to not only engage with them and nurture them, but to convert them into clients and raving fans than it is to get a brand new person into your world. So you have a following. Don't worry about the numbers, whether it's 20, 200, 2,000. We're all at different phases and levels depending on what platform we're on. Focus on who's in your world and love the heck out of them. right? So nurture them, share with them, give them little snapshots of who you are. When we miss that emotional piece, our content can feel cold, it can feel robotic, or worse, it could be kind of forgettable and unmemorable. And it leads to low or no engagement. And that's what we wanted to stop doing, right? We don't want to just put all our time, energy, and effort into the content. We want to take this last step and we want to make it pop, right? This is the magic. This is the sizzle. This is what's going to create that connection. You've done all the hard stuff. You've done all the heavy lifting. I want to get people to see it. And then the hook creates mystery, right? It causes people to lean in and want more. So using questions, bold statements, polarizing statements. I snoozed on this one for so long. So I'm having feelings. It's not about feelings. These are your beliefs. These are your opinions. We all have opinions. Not everybody's going to agree with them, and that's okay. But this is a great way to weed people out and prevent a lot of trolls that probably aren't in alignment with how we think and what we offer anyway, right? So, shocking facts, right? How many of you read books or listen to podcasts or watch shows because of the T factor, right? Ooh, what's going to happen? So and so. I mean, it's like when I was growing up, soap operas were the thing, right? And then I think of, is it Jane the Virgin and the telenovelas? Very dramatic, very big, and you just all the things, and it always ends on a cliffhanger. So you have to come back to the next episode to find out what happens. So doing that in some of your content is a great idea, where maybe you do a series of 3 tips and here's the first one, come back tomorrow for the next one, or however you want to line it up. People will listen to that. People will come back. We're in the age where people are spoiled and can binge. So for them to wait and build excitement, oh, it's spicy. You're going to stand out, I promise. Unpopular opinions, right? X is the worst way to do Y, or this is going to ruffle some feathers, but I have to share, and even using the words unpopular opinion, ... Because people are like, oh, well, what is it? What are you going to share? What are you going to tell me? I need to know the tea. We're curious beings, and that causes us to lean in, right? So intrigue keeps people reading to discover more. So now they're spending more time on your page. And regardless of what platform you're on, all of the algorithms are programmed. If a viewer spends time on your content, they're going to see more of your content. So, guess the comments are delayed. I'm sorry, guys. Good morning, Tabitha. Hey, hey. Hi, Tia Luna. It just literally popped up, so I'm sorry I'm not ignoring you guys. The mystery of the hook. So mysterious statements stimulate curiosity and conversation, right? A lot of times it's going to trigger a response, whether it's a thought or maybe even you don't even have a CTA, but it was so bold of a statement, it's causing people to weigh in and share their own thoughts and feelings. And also click the share button and share it with their bestie. So now we're in front of someone else, right? And the mystery approach makes your audience feel like they're uncovering something valuable, right? Like they found something new. It's not something they can Google or fact check or find somewhere else. It is your unique perspective. And without this mystery aspect, your content may seem predictable or boring, resulting in that lack of engagement, which we are all trying to avoid and stay out of that low, no engagement jail, right? Or worse, unfollows, right? We're a little spoiled, right? We want that constant stimulation. We want that, like, what's in it for me? What's next? So, this is not to say not to take a break. 'Cause I think breaks on social media are very important. It's how are you engaging them when you show up? What are you providing? That quantity over quality, right? So mysterious hooks could be stop doing this if you want that, right? So think about something that your ideal client is doing and you know it's hurting them or preventing them from getting the results they really want, and maybe share how to break the pattern or one tip on how you work with people to break that pattern, or share your personal experience or a client testimonial. There are so many ways that you can weave things in, and it can be super fun. And that's the thing, have fun with it. When you are having fun with your content, other people will be drawn to that energy. We all leave an energetic signature on what we create. So, yeah. Oh, hey, Tia. Welcome to be on your first live. Thanks for being here. Yeah. You're catching the replay. Give me a hashtag replay and let me know. I have a mission for you if you choose to accept it. So we're going to go layer by layer, each one of these new posting potion ingredients, or at least looking through them in a new lens, right? You've probably heard them, read about them, tried them. So I'm giving them my perspective and how I use them and why I use them. And look back over your content of the last 30 days. Don't worry about creating anything new. Pick a few of your favorite posts and add a hook. Even if you added a hook before, with these new parameters, think about how you can be mysterious, how you can add emotion, how you can grab someone's attention. And you can even look at people you follow, people you look up to. And it can be out of your industry, right? It can be clothing, it can be food, it could be artists, music, whoever you follow. Look at how they're using hooks. Look how they grab your attention and use that as a place of inspiration. I would love it if you choose to accept the mission for you to try this on several posts between now and next week. And we go over our next topic, which a lot of you are super excited about, the potion-powered copy. So everything works together and we're kind of just adding on layers and playing and trying new things. Give yourself permission, right? It is your digital house. It is your digital world. You get to create the roles. Let's get back to having fun and having that childlike wonder. I look at social media, it's kind of like our new sandbox, and we're inviting people to come play with us, and the right people, right? We're going to attract the right people by our energy and our vibe. So who's going to do this with me? Give me a me in the comments. You're going to try this out. Think of these steps like the whipped cream, cherry, and sprinkles on top of what you've already created, right? You have a beautiful foundation. Your content, whether it's pictures, videos, reels, whether you have talking heads or whether you've been typing things out, this is refining it, right? You've done a phenomenal job. You've showed up. You're here. Your clients need you, and you are here to help them. So my books are open. If you want more individual support, if you want brainstorming sessions, you want help on business growth, marketing, strategy, I offer 30 and 60-minute sessions. So let me know in the comments, shoot me a DM. But I am super excited to see all the books you come up with. And until next time, my friends, I see you, I support you, and I love you. Get out there and embrace your magic.